Welcome to my 8th video. I have struggled this week with coming up with something to talk about. I've had no grand epiphanies this week. I don't think I've had any words of wisdom to share. I have been sick for 2 weeks and still have a bit of a cough. I have just been dealing with the business of daily life. So I guess I'll start with an update. I went to the doctor yesterday and I am down another 11 pounds since I went to the doctor just 2 weeks ago. I also continue to struggle to pray before my meals. This is the issue that is wearing on me this week. Why do I continue to struggle to do something so simple as pray? I was telling my doctor about my videos and what I am doing, and she said that she thought it must take an incredible amount of discipline and willpower to stick to this eating plan I am on. And my response to her was no, it's been so easy. It's almost no work at all now. Yet prayer continues to elude me. And just now I was thinking about it. I think I may have figured out the issue. When it comes to eating, I get hungry and have a desire to eat. I also have a desire to be obedient and not eat too much. And in this blend of desire and obedience, I have found success. But what occurred to me is that I don't have a hunger for prayer, and thus no desire to pray. I have the desire to be obedient, but without the hunger to pray, I fail to be obedient. How strange is it that 8 weeks ago, hunger was my greatest fear as I started on this journey, and now it is my desire. I understand that my hunger was the key to my success. It was the prompting and the gauge I used to be obedient while pursuing the quest to find both in physical and spiritual healing. And now I'm starting to see some of the physical healing I desired. Now, don't get me wrong. This physical healing is the result of spiritual healing, but it is time for the next step. I now realize that my spirit has consumed sin like my body consumed food, and is now just as fat and sick as my body. My sick spirit is just as unmotivated as my physical body has been, content to sit on its spiritual couch doing nothing. Romans 8:5 says, "Those who live according to the flesh have their minds set on what the flesh desires. But those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their minds set on what the Spirit desires." Living according to the flesh is what got me in this mess I am in physically and spiritually. And even on this journey so far, I really have focused on my flesh and dealt with hunger and with food. Now what I am looking for is, for the lack of a better term, a hunger for prayer. God's instructions to me were simple, low-effort activities. Don't eat when you are not hungry and pray when you are. What I need to work on is obedience and just doing the small things I was asked to do. I want that hunger that prompts me to pray like my physical hunger prompts me to eat.